Hello. Hello. Oh my goodness gracious. Hello. Hello. Welcome to another episode. Not episode. It's not a recorded John. This is a live stream with live things. Getting all situated here. I'm getting all my screen regions all set up here. M. I should just change to. Hey, great to see you. Let me put my headphones on. Today we're just chilling, as we always do every Tuesday. We just like to chill. How about this? Let's put something on the TV. What should I put on the TV behind me? I'll let you guys decide. Put this picture on the TV. Mr. Incredible gets hit by a J dam. I gotta find that. All right, that's gonna go on the television in the background. Whoa. Here's my homepage, all for the world to see. All right, now it's playing in the background. Little entertainment for everybody. While I play these stupid games. Just kidding, they're not stupid. They're awesome. They're not stupid at all. Why would I say that? So would be so mean of me. I would never say such. Whoa. What was that? Yes, I use Firefox. All right. Huh. They have a new update at more or less today. What do you have here? Expanding less games. They have a new game called Clueless, context-based guessing game. Why don't we'll try that. We'll try that. Find the secret daily word. I'm guessing based on meaning. This is kind of like the other game, Contexto. Okay. We'll try it. We'll try it. They also have these other ones. Ooh, wordless, clueless, songless, more or less. What has more monthly searches? Clock, maybe. Never mind. Sorry. Hold on, let me make sure that you're hearing device audio. I'm going to test it with a little sound. Oh, you can hear that just fine. Cool. Who has more more monthly streams? Kylie Minogue or Lil Durk? It's going to be Lil Durk. Without a doubt. Kylie Minogue had her time, but she's not really talked about. Who has more monthly streams? Jungkook or Lil Durk? Do I rely on the staying power of K-pop for this one? I will. No! Oh, so close. So close. Yeah, everybody also guessed that. I don't even know any Lil Durk, I'm sorry. Which has a higher rating? Probably The Exorcist. Yeah. The Underwater is one of those like trapped fetish like horror movies. Higher rating, it's gonna be The Exorcist. Yeah. Not a lot of people like this one. I didn't like this one. Groundhog Day is gonna be rated higher for sure. Groundhog Day. Yep. I don't even know Windfall, but it has Jason Segel in it. Goodfellas is gonna be much more highly rated. It's gonna be Goodfellas for sure. Which has a higher rating. I don't know this movie, but I feel like this one. It is Tuesday. You are right about that. It is Tuesday, my dudes. Which has a higher rating. Maybe Mad Max. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. All right, that was more or less. Let's check out their other game. They have Wordless. What is this? Huh? How does this work? Oh, I don't know how that works. Wordless. What? Do I just type a word in? I'm not playing this. Let's do Clueless. Yeah, it's like Contexto. Let's try this one. Bile. It's nothing like bile. Apropos. It's nothing like apropos. Skyscraper. It's nothing like skyscraper. Oh. Feline. Not an animal. I'm not gonna use a hint. Tuesday. Nope. But it's closer. Summer. Oh, It's getting a lot closer. Is it winter? Nope. Beach? Nope. Summer. Vacation? Nope. Fall? Nope. Summer. Sun? Nope. Summer. Spring? Nope. Fall? Autumn? Summer and fall. September. November. December. Season. Month. July. Summer and really close. Those are both times. Recess. I need a hint. Show. Worth. I need another one. Alive. Hawaii. Nope. Ukulele. Alive. Show guitar. The guitar's closer. Okay. This is what I don't understand. Why is summer close to guitar? Bass. Nope. They don't know. They've never heard of a bass before. Guitar. Singer. Further. Guitarist. That's further. String. Guitar. Neck. Guitar. Rock. It's further. It's like it's getting closer, but like I can't. Rock star. Nope. Strum. Nope. They've never heard of a strum before. Guitar, rock, singer, music. Oh, it's music. It was more broad than that. Okay. I don't think I'm ever gonna play that game ever again. What is songless?
Took a pill in Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah, okay. I don't recognize. Oh, it's the final countdown. All right, what's this hip hop one?
I need my drugs.
Is it Fiend? No.
Need my love.
I don't know this one. I don't listen to hip hop. Is this Travis Scott? Fiend. Nope. I can't play more than that. This is gonna get claimed. I can't do it. Sorry. Let's move on to Perfect Pitch Puzzle. This one is more my speed. Yeah. That's how Sweet Caroline goes? I don't think that's right. Okay, let's do jingle. Play today's melody. There you go. A, B, F sharp, G. Beautiful, beautiful work. I still got it. I still got it in me. Do the bandle. Let's see what today's mystery song is. I'll play yesterday's bandle too. No, I'm not gonna do that, sorry. We'll do today's bandle. This is familiar. This is so familiar. I gotta move on. I did Wordle yet? I'm thinking about, because I usually don't do the Wordle, but I might add it to the rotation. But I'm very bad at it. We'll do the Wordle after this. I don't know this. Is it Girls We Run the World? Nope. I don't recognize it. If I get to voice cover, I probably will recognize it, but I just don't. Okay, I don't know the name of the song, but it is Sean Paul. It's Temperature. Okay. Yeah. I don't know the name of the song. I just know that it's Sean Paul. And it wasn't Get Busy, because I know Get Busy. This is on our alright bundle today. Actually we'll do the Wordle. Do the Wordle first. Sure. Yeah, well we'll do the Wordle. You know what I also forgot to add to this? The connections. I completely forgot about the connections. So here's what we'll do. We'll add Wordle. And we'll do next week we'll do Wordle first. We'll do Wordle first. And then we'll do the connections, because I forgot to do the connections last week because I didn't bookmark it. I am not making an account though. Quart. How's quart? Word. Not bad. Taper. Oh. Taped. Okay, A's in the right spot. I'm trying to think of a word. That would fit this. Saggy. How's that? How's saggy for a word? Nope, not even close. I can't visualize it. I know this is not. I know there's no Y in it, but I gotta guess this. Nope. Is it Is there an O in it? Nope. This word is just. This word is does not exist. There's a T in it also that which I completely forgot to include. Hatch. Nope. It's cacti. All right. Well, that was the Wordle. I'm never gonna get the Wordle ever. We should add the connections as well. I should have played the connections earlier. We're doing the connections. We have to make groups of 4. Starting with synonyms for family members: dad, bro, mom, and sis. Was that the darn it. That was the bro. Oh my gosh. That is messed up. But I got Mariah today. Purple first. That's something at least. Frick. Shoot. General. Royal. What is frick? What is a frick? Oh, here's one. Rough, ballpark, broad, and general. Like an estimate. Approximate. There it is. Frick, sugar, shoot, fudge. I'll try it, but I don't know what that is. Oh, mild. Oh. What the frick? What the fudge? Oh, shoot. Oh, sugar. Yeah, okay. An Angel Royal Ray and Met. I don't know what that is. MLB player. That's why I would not have known it. I don't know. I know literally nothing about baseball. That was the connections, though. That was pretty simple. We're doing global. Let's name a country. Cape Verde. Let's have some fun. Okay, we're pretty close. Cape Verde. Is it the Gambia? Gambia is warmer. Okay, so we're here somewhere. Is it Togo? It's cooler. Okay, we're down here ish. Senegal. Senegal is warmer. So we're actually up here. Is it Niger? Nope, it's cooler. Oh, it must be Liberia then. Liberia is cooler. Wait. Oh, it's up here. It's Morocco. Yes, it's Morocco. 7 guesses, not bad. The first guess was pretty clutch. The fact that I was already here in Cape Verde. It's pretty close. Pretty clutch guess. Let's do guess the country. This is Senegal. Okay. We literally just had this one, so that's not fair, but that's Senegal. I'm not oh yeah, right. Last week I was like, I don't want to take the rest. Let's do travel. Let's travel from Nicaragua to Ecuador. I'll go from south to north because I think that's better from my knowledge. So Colombia, it's kind of the gateway into South America. Panama. And then the question is, does Honduras border both Panama and Nicaragua? I'm going to say Honduras. Oh, no, that's not Honduras down there. That's El Salvador. No, that's not El Salvador. What is this country? That was a mistake. Is it Costa Rica? Oh my gosh. I'm so stupid. Because I always think that Costa Rica is this. For whatever reason, I always think this is Costa Rica, but it's El Salvador. Okay. I gotta remember that Honduras is next to Guatemala and not next to Panama. I will remember that. That was travel. That's fine. Let's do Flagel. I like the Seychelles strat was cool last time. What is like a really colorful flag? No, let's do a Central African Republic. That's a nice and colorful flag. It's nothing like it. It's South Africa. Right? Yeah, it's South Africa. Wait, no, it's not South Africa. It's friggin' this is not South Africa. What is this? I'm gonna guess Seychelles to uncover more. This is what's this? I suppose I could just scroll through all of these flags and look for one that looks like it. Hold on. Oh yeah, I'm at the bottom of the list. Never mind. Don't immediately recognize it. What other flags have a chevron on the left with a star in it? I know the big ones, like, is it Mozambique? No, it's not Mozambique. But it has to be an African country, right? South Sudan. That's why I don't know it. Because, yeah, that's why I don't know it. Because I don't know what South Sudan's flag looks like. I mean, they've only been around for, like, as an independent country for, like, 15 years. Almost. Doing spell check. Check this out. Let's play. Let's do some spelling.
Dusk, an adjective meaning dusky. Dusk comes from Middle English dosk.
That's pretty easy. Dusk.
Elm, a noun meaning any of a genus.
Elm. Yep.
Skim, a verb meaning to clear. A lick.
Skim. Yeah.
Synthetic, an adjective meaning relating to.
Synthetic. Yep.
Horrid, an adjective meaning innately offensive or.
Horrid.
Nodosity, an adjective meaning having numerous or conspicuous protuberances. Nodosis is derived from the Latin word nodus, meaning knot. Nodosity.
Nodosity. Okay. The amount of like nodes that you have, I guess.
Dreadlocks, a noun meaning a narrow rope-like. Debilitate, a verb meaning to impair the strength of, enfeeble. Tropical, an adjective meaning of.
Tropical.
Venue, a noun meaning locale.
Venue. Okay.
Coterie, a
Coterie.
noun meaning an intimate and often exclusive group of persons with a unifying common interest or purpose. Coterie is French, originally describing a peasant group bound by rent or service to a lord.
Coterie? Nope. Not even close.
A noun.
What does he say?
Actinisty, a noun meaning plant movement, such as the closing of a flower's petals or the reorientation of a leaf's position, that occurs in response to changes in light intensity, such as the onset of darkness, and that typically involves changes in cellular turgor.
She keeps talking.
Gymnastic movement of the parts of some plants that occurs in the absence of a directional stimulus, and that is associated with the plant's circadian cycle.
She's just going.
Nyctinastic originates from Greek nyct meaning night and German nastisch. Nyctinisty, a noun meaning plant movement, such as the closing of a flower's petals or the reorientation of a leaf's position, that occurs in response.
Nope. I thought I could get it.
Ahimsa, a noun meaning the Hindu and.
That one's easy.
Piscivorous, an adjective meaning feeding on.
What? Piscivorous.
Linnet. A noun meaning a common small brownish Old World finch, Acanthus canabina, of which the male has red on the breast and
Linnet.
crown during breeding season. Linnet, from Middle French.
Okay, I got linnet. This is a hard one. Coterie Nick with a Y. Yeah, and I knew I had this one wrong because I think I use an E. Piscivorous as in like vor, like you eat. Nictinisty. That's close. One letter off. All right, that's acceptable. Okay, time to get some food. My favorite. This is my favorite part of every Hangout Tuesday. We get to look at delicious food together. There's been a lot of Philippine food on Food Guesser, I must say. Lengua estofado versus miar cuca. What's in lengua? I know lengua's tongue. Beef tongue. I've never had beef tongue, but I hear it just tastes like any other part of the meat. I don't know if anybody can corroborate that. Start by boiling diced beef with onions, salt, and seasoning cubes. I think people are going to go with... Nope. I was wrong. Mince on toast. What could this be? That's a horrible picture. I'm sure it's fine, but it's going to be the Montreal-style smoked meat. What is this? Titcon. Is this blood or something? Oh, yes, it is. It's not winning. Fresh animal blood, raw or lightly congealed. That's not. No one's going to ask for that one. Democracy sausage. Yeah, it's even from Australia. This is the hot dog they give you after you vote, right? When you vote in Australia, you get a democracy sausage. It's pretty neat. Crispy pata. It's gonna be the crispy pata though. I'm Filipino. I have to pick it. Lasagna or machuya salad. I'm curious about this machuya salad. It's gonna be lasagna, but what is this machuya salad? Bell peppers, chopped and screwed with garlic, olive oil, and lemon juice, cumin and paprika. Salad is then chilled. It's gonna be lasagna. Yeah. Wait, is that a thing? Is what a thing? The democracy sausage? I think that's a thing. I think that's a thing. I heard, funnily enough, I heard NL talk about it on stream the other day. When he also got a democracy sausage, which I got to show y'all something. I got to show y'all a clip because he reacted to one of my videos. It's so awesome. Like I love it. Uka. Yeah, democracy sausage is like, apparently when you vote in Australia, one of the things that you get in exchange for voting, like here in the United States, often you'll just get like a little sticker that says I voted. But they give you food in Australia, it seems. We should start doing that. I gotta say, we should start like actually asking people, hey, do you want to vote? We'll give you a sausage. Legitimately, this would drastically change the average voting rate in the U.S. I'm sure many people would like make a much more of a solid effort to go and vote if there was like if there was a treat in it for them. Honestly, me included. I would love a democracy sausage. I guess in America they give you maybe, I don't know, a democracy hot dog or democracy slider of some kind. Ukha from Russia. A clear broth with a pike or perch in it. And vodka is also, and they'll also sprinkle vodka. I 100% would. Yeah, me too. 99% of people love to eat food. That's true. And the 1% are well, yeah, 1% of people who 99% of people do love to eat food, but there is like 1% of people who are like, I'm okay with never eating food again. I just want to drink Huel or Soylent for the rest of my life. She's like, that's fine. I guess you have like something to code or whatever. Savory Patty's gonna win. And like, you want to get back to your coding project or your game development or whatever, and you want to like not spend so much time eating or whatever. I don't know. Gogi Gui from Korea. Both of them. Thinly sliced meats, like beef or pork. It's like a Korean barbecue of some kind. It's a marinated meat. Kimchi. They're served with banchan. Frikandel. It's like a sausage. It's gonna be this because East Asian food tends to have a buff here. Muchinas de yuca from Ecuador. I've never had anything with yuca in it, but I'm not a big starch kind of guy, or not a big like root starch food kind of guy that isn't potato. Like I don't like sweet potato. I don't like yams. I don't like Actually, that's not true. I have had yuca once. I've had yuca fries, and because I'm not a fan of sweet potato, I'm also not a fan of yuca. I think if you like sweet potato, you would love yuca, but I don't like sweet potato, so I kind of don't like yuca. Versus a cardinal slice. Fried sugar balls made from grated cassava. Stuffed with cheese or meat. This isn't fair though, because like, does a dessert win over like something like a fried snack? Maybe. Yeah. I had to take a chance on that. Momos. Okay, there's lots of places in Boston actually that serve momos. Because I guess for whatever reason, like I don't know if there's like a huge Nepalese like demographic, not necessarily Boston, but like in mass generally, like there's way more Nepalese people there than I've ever met in Philly. And so I always saw like momo shops, like in Somerville and even out in like Worcester. There was like a momo stand in the public market there. I'd love a good dumpling though. I love a good dumpling. Yeah, we don't really have momos down here, but when I was up there, that was this was a spot. This was a dish I would always see. Versus a torta ahogada. This is okay. You're just smothering a sandwich, a torta, with tomato sauce. Now, normally I'd love the idea of like smothering a torta, but I think I'm gonna have to go momo on this one. Churipi from also what I assume is northern India, Bhutan, and Nepal, generally the Himalayan region. It's a cheese. This didn't look like a cheese to me. Now I see it though. It's all rind. Yak cheese. Interesting. It's chewy. Oh. Versus Bandel cheese. We just played Bandel. I didn't know they had a cheese. Once the curds are formed, smoked. So there's two Indian cheese, an Indian cheese versus a North Indian / Himalayan cheese. I will have to go. Oh my god, they didn't read the description. They didn't read the description. If they read the description, they would have guessed. They would have chosen that one too. All right, this is the real food guesser now. More cheese. This is a very cheesy night. Cow's milk, rennet paprika. This is like Central European or something. Its unique name translates to chokes the chicken. Huh. Does it now? Hinting at the cheese unique texture when eaten. Hungary, I'm gonna say. There's paprika in it. Okay, I was right that we're in Europe. But further towards the Balkans, maybe? Croatia. Warm. Oh, it's Malta. No. Afuegal P2. You typically don't like to mix cheese with self-love. You're telling me. Unless I made that cheese, like that's not what I'm rocking with, you know. Malta to the northwest. I forgot. Is this Italia? Is this Sicilian? No. Not from Italy. Is this Portugal? Spain. All right. That's why I didn't recognize it, because it's Asturian. And I was like, this is clearly a Romance, but not Spanish, not Italian. It's like, but it is for sure a Romance language. So I was like, is this Sardinian? I should have just guessed Spain. I'll pass. Not excited about that. Bread, butter, cheese, cured meats, pate. This is French. Are these hors d'oeuvres? Canapé. I guess it is an hors d'oeuvre. Right. It's a type of hors d'oeuvre. Okay. I would yum that. I like hors d'oeuvres. This is Chinese. Not Chinese, China. All right, well, Taiwan. Sun cake. Yum. It's from the Taichung region. Okay. Yeah, it looks delicious. Super foodie. Still above the average, but yeah, what's this? Oh, I guess this is Food Guesser Unlimited. We can get back to this if we want to. We're just doing all the dailies now. Scrandle, everybody's favorite. Let's play the daily. Greek chicken wrap. That looks good. Versus chicken skewers. I'm gonna have to go with the chicken skewers. That's more scran. All right, now we're doing it for real. Norwich City Football Club, Dirty Canary, versus the Wigan kebab with chips. I've been seeing this Wigan kebab like every time I play Scrandle, Wigan kebab. It's literally just like a pie in a sandwich. I don't. Why do they call it a kebab? I know Wigan's a town, but why do they call it a kebab? It's a pie. It's gonna be the Dirty Canary for sure. Like mushy peas. No, I can't get down with that. Chicken burger. It's more like a chicken nugget, really, with I guess Thousand Island sauce. What do you do in New Zealand? Versus the burger with gherkins. Well, there's maybe like an eighth of a gherkin there. Brighton and Hove. I still would go with the burger for sure. Even though a lot of people didn't like that. Nashville hot dog. That looks good. For $40.20. What in the world is happening here? It's gonna be the doner kebab. That's gonna be the doner kebab. What are you doing, Nashville? $40 for a hot dog? Crazy. Rome, Italy. Ham and cheese panini with 2 beers. That looks all right. Indonesia's. I've never had Indonesian lumpia. I know that like their version of lumpia is a little different than the Filipino lumpia. I would go with the lumpia still though. Chimichurri steak with sweet potato fries. This is like insanely fancy for £6.50. That's a pretty good deal. Versus fish and chips that look like fried. No, it's gonna be the chimichurri steak. It's gonna be the chimichurri steak without a doubt. English Thai meal deal. That looks great. That's one thing I love about like the British food pictures. is that all their chilies are like green and red. I love the variation of color there versus the cheese A chips. It's gonna be the time meal deal. It's not gonna be whatever that is. Klobasa. Now, I do like those. I do like those Central European sausages. $3.70 is pretty good deal. I would destroy that for sure. Duck burger, duck wrap, and duck salad. No. Yeah. I should have known that people were gonna go with that one, but I had to go with my heart. I would much rather have a sausage than for £3, whatever, 70. I don't know. Pulled pork sandwich, $12 versus a cheeseburger with a single craft single. A single craft single. It's gonna be the pulled pork sandwich. Steak and chips. You're calling this unknown scran. That's just a burger. It's gonna be the steak and chips though, but that's just a burger. It's not unknown scran. I know what it is. I know what it is. It's not gonna be this sausage roll. It's gonna be the cheese sandwich with the 2 gherkins. 9 out of 10. Not terrible. I'm getting in the head of the average Scrandle player. Thrice. This is going to be staples. What that was easy was the mid-aughts, mid-2000s for Americans. Mid-aughts slogan for what retailer that made the Fortune 500 in the 90s. It's going to be Staples. Minimalist gherkinism, a thing. I also question like why all these pickles are so tiny. Like what is that? That's not even a gherkin. That's a cornichon at that point. Like what? It's getting a little ridiculous. Inflation is hitting the pickle market heavy. Now they're charging a gherkin price for a cornichon. This is getting ridiculous. Frida Kahlo liked to lie and say she was born in the year the Mexican Revolution started, the beginning of what decade? Okay, this is like after. I assume Mexican Revolution happened after the Second Mexican Empire, which would put this in 1870. Nope. 2 guys who said they supported the Ottomans opened fire on a picnic train in Australia in the middle of what decade? 1890. Oh, the close it's 19 ends. Really? The Mexican Revolution was in the 1910s? I thought the Mexican Revolution was like it would be in the 1800s. That's crazy. The U.S. has spent billions on Russian hate doctrine, according to what super trustworthy start of Out of a Kill and Today You Die? Is it Mel Gibson? I don't know. Is it Steven Seagal? It's Steven Seagal. I should have known. What Londoner won the world's hearts with his portrayal of Marius in the 2012 Les Miserables movie? No, that's not true. I have seen this once, but it was in school, and I know it was probably the first like hour of it, and I don't know anything about it. Londoner, Andrew Garfield. Nope. Newt Scamander. I also did not see the Fantastic Beasts movies. I'm not really a Harry Potter guy at all. Benedict Cumberbatch? No, that's not true. What's a young Londoner? Newt Scamander. Robert Pattinson. Let's give him that. In between the nerd-eyed media gushed over the theory of everything. That Oscar-winning role for what anagrammable Englishman? What British actor has a short or has an anagram for a name? Eddie Redmayne. I don't know who he is. Sorry. That's why I didn't get it. I don't know who Eddie Redmayne is. Hawksbill and leatherback sea turtles nest in the Bocas del Toro on the Caribbean side. What country? Mexico. Nope. Originating in South America, armadillos got skidded north when tectonic shifts created what isthmus? Panama. Right. That's thrice. I did not that great on it. 3, 1, 2, 9, and 2. It's getting worse every week. Sort these movies by their audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, starting with the highest score. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be. Nope. I got everything completely wrong. Okay, that is nope. What? Is it? Everything is like completely wrong. What? I'm just like guessing at this point. Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's. Is Zootopia and Wicked are gonna be pretty high. Really? Oh, I didn't know they were that high. Five Nights at Freddy's being at 86% is surprising to me because I thought that a lot of people hated it. But I loved it. I legitimately loved this movie, Five Nights at Freddy's from 2023. It's one of my favorite movies ever made. Zootopia too, but that's a different story. Juxtastat, which has a higher percentage of housing units built in 2010 later. Mississippi, for sure. Puerto Rico's old. California, who has a higher percent of people who are Asian? It's going to be California for sure. But that's a good question because there's a lot of Asian people in Virginia as well. Which voted more for Obama in the 2012 presidential election? It's probably Oakland. No, it's Newcastle, Delaware. I never would have guessed. Which has a higher percentage of adults with a vision disability? Who do I think is more blind? I think by virtue of Boston being more friendly towards the blind. Oh, no, there's a lot. Look, turns out there's a lot of blind people in Newark, which has a higher percentage of people whose rent is less than 20% of their income. Okay. Which basically this is asking what place has low rent? It's probably going to be this. Nope, it's in Wisconsin. I did not know that. I didn't know that. That was hard. The angle. It's 200. What? Oh my gosh. That's so stupid. I literally like just had a space at the front and it couldn't read it. Oh, it cost 2 attempts. Angle, you gotta fix your website, please. And just if there's a space at the beginning, please truncate that. $220. 211. I missed it. All right. The days of like an instant angle are gone. I don't got it in me anymore. Ho 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 though. Hi to you too. My name is what? Who? Slicka Slim Shady. All right, where are we going? Oh, we're going up there. All right, this is how we're gonna work it. Nope. Right. It's a little too much sauce. Putting too much sauce on this initial. Yeah, I gotta go a little higher. Nope, I'm not strong enough. Almost. A little too much. Still too much. But I think I got the right angle. Ooh. Oh. I'm not getting this at all. This is so bad. Oh my god, I was so close. Come on. Oh, yes, yes, yes. All right. Don't mess this up. All right. I am messing this up. What's happening here? Can I even like make it up with that way? I don't think so. I think I have to do that. Yeah, this does have Jump King vibes for sure. Oh my god. It is like really ragey. But I have faith. Buddy, welcome in. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you're here. We're finishing up on we've come towards the end of our daily game excursion. Oh my gosh, I can't. I might just do, yeah, I'll do, I gotta do like this thing. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to get to the checkpoint so I don't have to start all the way from down there. Oh. Still too, oh, there it is. Beautiful. All right. Beautiful work there. Okay. We can work this with this. This is workable. This is workable for sure. Oh my god. I lost. All right. That's better. Oh. Wow. Okay, one more try. It's a little too hard. Ah. Come on. I was thinking about doing a Steely Dan tier list later. I just had the idea of doing like a discography tier list. If you know, after the daily games, I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm well today though, buddy. I just got back from the gym. Oh my god. It's sleeting actually. It's sleeting outside where I am. And there's it's not fun. It's not fun outside, I'll tell you that much. I went to Sam's Club to get gas and grab a couple groceries. And it was legitimately like, it's like I was like going over the top in World War I with the amount of precipitation that was befalling on my head. I'm no longer wet, but I did have some water spillage on me, visibly on my gray sweatshirt. Oh my god. SD tier list would be great. It would be funny, I think. And I'll probably turn it into like an actual full video on the channel. Oh. This is, I gotta lock in. I'm not paying attention at all. Ah, there you go. Okay, I gotta stop one at a time. Do one at a time. Up. Nope. Actually, I'll do a little skip here. A little cheeky skip. Beautiful. Beautiful work. Oh my god. I did not mean to do that. This might actually set me up though. Beautiful. Yes. Okay. We are near the end. Yes! 76. Okay. I'm doing all right. I think I might have injured my shoulder actually. From I don't know what. it wouldn't have been working out because it's not it's a muscle, it's a joint thing. Maybe I'm just like sleeping on it or something. I don't know, but yeah, certainly doesn't help that it's like getting really cold. That was the kind of hard golf, and finally, we are going to try the minute cryptic. I'm not very good at all. Don't be slip sliding away, Paul Simon style, exactly. I gotta listen to more Paul Simon. I really like Graceland, but I haven't really listened to much else of his solo output. I do really like Graceland though. I do really like Graceland. Sitting in class, I'm pleading for a piece of cake. Sitting in class. What's the definition? It's a piece of cake, right? Okay. Sitting in class. I'm sitting in class. I'm pleading for a piece of cake. What did I miss? We just finished the kind of hard golf. Now I'm doing the final daily game on my list, which is the minute cryptic. Sitting in class. I'm pleading for a piece of. So sitting is the fodder. Sitting in class. So inside. Sitting in class, I'm pleading for. Need to. Yeah. Sitting. Okay. Sitting in. Right. Okay. I just need to know. So I kind of got that. That sitting in was gonna be like in class. I'm pleading. That's the fodder. Sitting in. It's hidden inside here. It's simple. Ah, I got it. It's because it's here. Simple is inside this word. There. I had a feeling that this was the word, but I couldn't reason why that would be the word. Have I tried brain it on? What's brain it on? Let me transition to my camera just so if there's anything on screen. Oh, it's an app. Let's see. It's like a physics puzzle game. Brain it on, huh? Can I play? Is there like a browser version of it? Here. Is this it? What's the video I got going on back there? Dude, I don't even know at this. Oh. it's Northern Lions stream. I did not mean to put that on there. Let me change that. That is very funny. Also, my chair like sank. Let me try. Let's try this thing that you were saying. Brain it on. Huh. It's like freaking out for some reason. Oh, there you go. There it is. There it is. Draw a shape. Here's brain it on. We'll try this chicken eater. We'll try brain it on. What is this like a puzzle of some kind? Okay. That was a shape. Make the ball hit the left wall. Oh, I see. All right. Next. Let's put some tilt the shape to the right. A little too much sauce on it. There's some, yeah, that's cool. Tip the glass onto the ground. Oop. Oop. That works. Here, let's put some background music because it's a little empty. Oh, empty. Let's see here. That's cool. We can have a little of that. Oop. Little background music just to fill out. Place only 2 balls in the glass. Okay. I think I had the right idea though. There you go. 2 balls in the glass. Let's see here. Let's move on. Place an object inside the glass. Let's see. That work? It's too tall. It counts. There you go. There's an object in the small box. Something. Maybe that's not how you're supposed to do it, but I'm doing it. Move on. Lift the ball off the ground. It's not enough. You think that'll do it? Nope. Do something? That won't do anything. It's too stable on the right side. I think this is how you do it, right? Nope. This might be the last level of that I do of this because I don't feel like doing this right now. Whoa. Nope. All right, whatever. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. All right. Let's go rank some Steely Dan albums. Actually, we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna rank every song. We're gonna rank every single Steely Dan song. All right. Starting from Can't Buy a Thrill. Do It Again. Do It Again is an A-tier song. I think it's amazing. But it's not it's amazing, but it's not like S tier. It's not like top tier. Wrong, actually, it is. Sorry, I changed my mind. Dirty Work is a D tier song. I hate that song so much. It's one of my least favorite Steely Dan songs like of all time. Like I really don't like it. Oh yeah, we're ranking Steely Dan songs. We're ranking Steely Dan songs. If I hadn't already mentioned that, out of all of the songs, Kings is A tier. Kings is so good. Midnight Cruiser is B tier. Kings is really good because it's like it's definitely one of the grooviest on Can't Buy a Thrill, but like it's like proto yacht rock almost, right? Midnight Cruiser is B tier just because like it's I forgot his name, but it's not it's the drummer. He sings this one. He's got a good voice, but he's no Donald Fagen, you know. And that's another reason. That's another reason I don't like Dirty Work, is because I don't like what's his name, David Palmer's voice. I don't think he has the right voice for this band. But Felonious, My Old Friend, Step Right In and Let Me Shake Your Hand. Like it's awesome. It's epic. Actually, no. Because of that, it's gonna be an A. Only a Fool Would Say That is also A. Because Only a Fool Would Say That is really good. Reeling in the Years is gonna be an A. Yeah, Reeling in the Years is gonna be A because it's good, but it's their most like classic rock song. And Steely Dan is not like quote unquote classic rock. I would not consider them classic rock at all. Just because their stuff usually sounds so different than everything else that comes out. They don't even sound like Chicago, right? And one would think that they're like a similar style, but they don't sound at all like each other. Reeling in the Years is their most like song that's like the Chicago kind of thing, right? Which is cool, but it's not like what I know Steely Dan is, right? So, but it's not bad. So it gets an A. So it's a good song. It's a good song. And it's also their hit, right? Fire in the Hole, C tier. It's really good. Well, that's not really good. It's good. Fire in the Hole is good. But it's not like one of the most memorable tracks off of Can't Buy a Thrill, but there's like a really cool part on there that's like the turnaround at the end of the chorus is really cool. Brooklyn Owes the Charmer Under Me is B because it's a little bit more of the earworms on there. Brooklyn owes the charmer under me, right? And it sounds a little bit more like what That's how the melody goes, right? Something like that. Unless I just sang the melody for Any World That I'm Welcome to over that. Yeah, I did just do that. No, but it's the same kind of like under me, that same kind of rhythm. In any case, it's B. Brooklyn was a Charmer under me is gonna be on the B tier. It's good. That's better than Fire in the Hole. It's a lot better than Dirty Work. Change of the Guard is going to be in C tier because I think it has the same thing. Yeah, it has that same like thing of the Fire in the Hole. Like, it's a little forgettable, you know. Yeah, in the change of the guard, and all that kind of sound. It's cool. It's not my favorite. Turn That Heartbeat Over Again is also going to be a B tier. It's really carried by that part that goes, "Oh Michael, oh Jesus." I think that's Turn That Heartbeat Over Again, right? If it's not Turn That Heartbeat Over Again, I gotta change it. But I think that's Turn That Heartbeat. Turn that heartbeat over again, right? And that's my rating for Can't Buy a Thrill. Do It Again, I think, is really the best song on that record, personally. Bodhisattva. We're moving on to Countdown to Ecstasy now. We just finished Can't Buy a Thrill, which is like not my favorite. It's far from my favorite Steely Dan record. And actually, I would probably put like Two Against Nature above it. Low key, kinda. Low key. That's just me though. Bodhisattva, first track off of Countdown to Ecstasy. You know it. It's gotta be S tier. It's gotta be S tier. You know, Bodhisattva is just so rocking. It doesn't really sound like any. Well, that's not true. It sets the tone for what the record kind of sounds like, which is a little bit more jammy. It's a little bit more rocking, and a little bit more fusiony, right? Bodhisattva is just so good. Bodhisattva is just so good. It kicks off, and then, you know, the ending part with that little 4-chord progression thing, they're kind of like building on that little ending thing, and then the ending climax, that boom, boom, and then the guitar goes and just like soloing. S tier. It's just it's a great song. Yeah, Bodhisattva is S tier. Razor Boy. The things you knew. A tier. I was just playing back Razor Boy. When the Razor Boy comes and take your dirty things away. Right? Wherever the lyrics are. I don't really know the words on any of these like earlier songs. But I really like Razor Boy. The vibraphone is just like, it's peak. The vibraphone work on that, and the song is cool. The song is like really cool. There's like the sections, the harmony, the melody. It's a really nice melody. I really like it. So Razor Boy gets an A. Razor Boy gets an A. Boston Rag, I'll put it in B. It's good. Boston Rag is good. The thing that carries that is that part that goes like, I love that part. Bring back the Boston Rag. You gotta bring it on home. You know the but is it your back? Bring it back, bring it back. Yeah, I think that's like the fact that that's like just the main part of it, of that song. Sorry, I'm like singing the song like from memory. I'm just trying to like remember and play back the song in my head because I don't want to listen to it on stream. Boston Rag, it's a drony one. It goes on. It's a drony one, but you know, it hits. It hits. So that Boston Rag goes in B. Your Gold Teeth is gonna be S tier. It's just really good, because of the fusiony lines over that like modal thing, and then there's like the chromatic thing. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, your Gold Teeth is just really, really good. It's one of the best tracks off of Countdown Ecstasy. Showbiz Kids. No, don't lost wages. It's gonna be I detect the El Supremo. It's gonna be C tier. I think it's one of the it's an iconic song. Don't get me wrong. Showbiz Kids is one of the most iconic Steely Dan songs for its gimmick. But beyond that, it's kind of like a nothing song, really. It's just the same vamp for, what is it, like 6 minutes? It's a little boring, you know? Yeah. It's not a very tight kind of composition. There's a lot of fat on it. C tier. And it has like the only instance of profanity on any Steely Dan song ever. So yeah, Showbiz is gonna go C tier. Sorry. My Old School, it's gonna be S tier. Easy S tier. It's just like such a feel good song. I like the lyrics a lot because the way they talk about like nostalgia is very there's a certain attitude about the way they talk about like their past, you know what I mean, and I like that. The solo in My Old School, the guitar solos are just like one of the greatest. My Old School has some of the greatest guitar solos in all of like music history, I would say. I think that's Skunk who plays that. It's just like it's either Skunk or Denny Dias. I think it's Skunk. It kind of sounds like Skunk to me. I can't. That's just off of the hop. I can't verify or confirm that. Yeah, My Old School is just a top tier. It's one of their greatest songs. Steely Dan. It's one of their best songs. And it's undeniable. So My Old School, S tier. Pearl of the Quarter. I like the lap steel stuff on there, on Pearl of the Quarter. Take it, voulez-vous. Pearl of the Quarter. I'm gonna put it down to B. It's gonna get knocked down to B just because it is like a song. It's a cool. You know what? No, it's staying up in A because it is like more of a song than the Boston Rag and Showbiz Kids. It's much more tight, much more condensed. So Pearl of the Quarter is gonna be A. And the lap steel work on that is just like not lap steel. The pedal steel work on that is just phenomenal. The background music, yes, the background music that's playing right now is a song that it's called. If you want to find it on Spotify, I wrote this, but I release it under my like electronic alias, which is keychain. The song is called Beat 2. You'll find it on there. It should be called Beat 2. You'll find it there. King of the World. King of the World, as far as I know. C tier. It's kind of boring. King of the World's kind of boring. I could take it or leave it. Yeah. It's just kind of like, I don't know, King of the World. It's a weird closer too. It's not. I wouldn't have closed Countdown to Ecstasy with it, but it is. It's like, it's fine. It's not a. I mean, here's the thing: Steely Dan doesn't make bad music at all, but it's just like some of it is better than others, and King of the World is not their best. You know, that's generally how I feel about Countdown to Ecstasy. So Countdown to Ecstasy, though, as you can see, that record, Countdown to Ecstasy, has a little bit more sauce to it relative to Can't Buy a Thrill, I think. Actually, I'll change. I'm making a executive choice. Kings is going to get put up to S. Kings is going to get put up to S because this is my tier list, and I really, really like Kings. One of my favorite songs from Steely Dan. So, yeah, that's how I feel about these first two albums. Now we're going to do the third album, Pretzel Logic. This is where they start to really get into their own sound. This is where they really where Steely Dan starts to really sound like Steely Dan, you know. Ricky, don't lose that number. You don't want to call nobody else. Send it off send it off in a letter to yourself. Taxi Vader, welcome in. I didn't know you streamed, but Fire in the Hole and C tier is crazy to me. Fire in the hole. I forget the words, but Fire in the Hole is in C tier only because I personally don't find it as memorable as some of the other tunes on that record. Yeah, not to say it's bad. Here's the thing: a C tier Steely Dan is an A tier regular song. Let's be real. Like, Dirty Work is in D tier just because I really don't like it, but Dirty Work is a better song. Dirty Work is a good song. Don't get me wrong. Dirty Work is a good song. It's maybe not a great Steely Dan song, but it's a good song. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's like peak classic rock, and I don't listen to Steely Dan because to listen to the classic rock sound. I listen to Steely Dan for the cool stuff, right? And Can't Buy a Thrill has a lot of safe classic rocky stuff on it, like Reel in the Rear. That's why Reel in the Years is an A. It's a little too rock radio. And I'm not a anything that Steely Dan does that sounds too rock radio, I automatically kind of don't like. Which is why like Do It Again is up there, because it's like a Latin like modal drony thing. Your Gold Teeth is up there because it's like there's like straight up like crazy like modal jazz lines like in that is a part of the melody, the da 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 right, that stuff. And My Old School has that killing like solo, and they have horns and stuff with the boom. It's less that 70s like classic rock and more like sort of 50s kind of jam, which is more my speed. But that's just why Fire in the Hole is in C tier, because I don't really like. I mean, I would never ever skip. I would never ever skip a single. If I was gonna listen to a Steely Dan album, no skips. I would not skipping anything. Fire in the Hole, I'll get through, and I'm like, oh yeah. I'll be listening to Fire. Sometimes I listen to Fire in the Hole, and I'm like, oh yeah, I actually really like that song. And then I get to the rest of the album, and I'm like, in contrast to everything else, it's kind of like not as strong. That's respectable for me. The piano from Fire in the Hole is one of my favorites. I mean, that's one of the big standout parts of that song is like the piano work is just phenomenal, right? And I think that's respectable. I respect that take for sure, and I love that's one of the best parts of that song without a doubt. But overall, the first two records are just like some of their weakest. Is the only thing. It's some of their weakest work in general, which is a good thing, because that means that they would grow and eventually culminate in like Asia and Gaucho. And I mean, like, come on, hard to top that, and even they couldn't top those. Ricky, don't lose that number. Okay, we're starting on the Pretzel Logic songs here. Ricky Don't Lose That Number is going to be an A. Just because... Nah, I'll give it S. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I'll give it S because it is it is a hit. It is like really cool. It's a cool song. It's a cool song. I love the key changes in Ricky Don't Lose That Number. Yeah. It has a good guitar solo too. You know what? Yeah, it does deserve an S. It deserves an S because it's just a really good song. Probably puzzle, pull the lever, and you save one person, but you kill 50 runaway inmates. I will not pull the lever. I'm sorry. So Ricky Don't Lose That Number is going to be an S tier. I initially didn't want to give it to S tier because like I have kind of a bias against the hits, but I think it's one of their hits that is like, okay, this is a good hit. You deserve to be a hit. Night by Night from Plus Logic is gonna be an S as well. It's just, it has the Night by Night and Kings have the same like groove and vibe to me. They have this they're the same like Pokemon type. Or rather, like I see like Night by Night and Kings is like Night by Night is the evolution of Kings, the Pokemon evolution, right? It's really good. Night by Night is really, really good. It's one of my favorites. I like it better than Ricky Don't Lose That Number. I put on Pretzel Logic, start from the top from Ricky Don't Lose That Number. You hear the and go through the whole song just so I can hear the start of Night by Night, which goes that oh, it's so good. Night by Night is so good. Any major dude will tell you it's gonna be A tier. It's a great song. It's one of their best songs. But it's very straightforward and there's no like fluff, and it's kind of like, it's really like straightforward. Yeah, it's insanely straightforward, and I think it's too straightforward. Like, don't get me wrong, a good song is a concise song, but I think it's just like really plain, and it's like emblematic of like how they would write songs early in their career. Right, which isn't like so much my favorite of the Steely Dan kind of oeuvre, if you will. So yeah, Any Major Dude will tell you gets an A tier. Barrytown will also get an A tier for a similar reason. These two are very similar to me. These two songs are very, very similar. Any Major Dude will tell you and Barrytown, very similar. Yeah. They're just because they're super concise, like proper songs, without any like sort of like flashiness. And I kind of I like the other songs up that are in S for their flashiness. There's like an element of wow, there's always a wow element. So yeah, that's Barrytown. Barrytown goes in A. East St. Louis Toodaloo. This is not a joke. This is not a meme. I love instrumentals. I love instrumental music. I love jazz instrumentals. I love swing instrumentals. And they just do such a cool job on making a cover of the original. I love the talk box guitar so much. It's so fun. And the melody is great. Obviously, they didn't write it, but it's one of my favorite Steely Dan recordings for sure. S tier. It's kind of, it's kind of a meme, but not really. I'm like dead ass about that. Parker's Band can go in B. It's jammy, and it's in and out. It's fine. I like that it's in and out. It doesn't overstay its welcome. But it kind of like, it's a very showy track, and it only kind of exists to the lyrics are cool because they're about like, oh, check out, we're gonna go see Charlie Parker. Like I like that. I like the premise of that. And going to check out a bebop show. The dual drum thing, that's cool. But I think that those are really the only major things that the song has going for them. And it's just kind of like to me it's kind of a whatever track. Like I can get through it. Same with, okay, so that's how I feel about Parker's Band. I'll also put Through with Buzz on there. He takes all my money. Yes, I'm through with Buzz. It's cool, and it's a cool little experiment. Actually, yeah, it's a cool little experiment, but I kind of am not like a huge fan of like the aesthetic that they're going for on there. It's very like this classical Baroque thing. Yeah, like kind of not a fan of the aesthetic on that. But trolley puzzle, you pull the lever, you see one person, but the trolley falls into the river due to the bridge being broken. Well, yeah, I would pull the lever because it's everyone wins, and property just gets damaged. It's not my property. Pretzel Logic. I would love to tour the Southland. It's gonna be S tier. It's like such a great like shuffle, such a great groove on that track. And it's a great like bluesy track, and I think it adds like it's a great addition to kind of their palette that they're able to like, you know, do like their sonic palette, you know. And the writing of the song's lyrics are just great. Like the concept of the song is fantastic. It's like about a time traveler who goes and meets all these goes to these different hallmarks of each like era in history, and just travels around. And the line on that where it's like, he stepped right off the platform, said, "This man gave me the news. He said, you must be joking, son. Where did you get those shoes?" Like that's such a highlight for the song to me. Like, where did you get those shoes? Like, I love that. That's awesome. It always reminds me of the meme where someone took the video of like, what are those? Where he looks at the shoes, like, what are those? Right? But the audio is, where did you get those shoes? It's so good. You see his shoes, and it's so funny. It's just funny. With a Gun is kind of also down here in B tier because it has the same kind of like, it's kind of like a whatever thing, you know. I'm not that sold on With a Gun. It's an interesting story, but my least favorite part of With a Gun is the part where he goes, I don't know what words he says, but it's like the da, na, 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 da. That little melody thing. Like, I don't like that much. It's okay. So yeah, With a Gun is gonna be in B tier. With a Gun. Charlie Freak is gonna be in A tier. It's a great song. Charlie Freak is a fantastic song. They kind of foreshadow like the events of Five Nights at Freddy's. In that, right? They say 5 nights without a bite. I think that's what they say, right? They're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Charlie Freak is, of course, the Charlie Freak that they're referring to is Charlie Emily, right? Charlotte, which is Henry Emily's daughter, who was the first victim of William Afton's murderous rampage in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Call her Charlie, right? And Charlie eventually inhabits the puppet, or the marionette, as we call him, which is why they're calling him Charlie Freak. We're calling her Charlie Freak, I should say, because have you seen that thing? It's kind of freaky. Anyway, That's A tier. It's a great composition. The piano work on that. I mean, like we're talking about piano like vibes here. It's just fantastic. That's fantastic. Life in Plastic. Monkey in Your Soul is also going to be an A tier because I think it is a great closer. It's just a fun and funny vibe. It's a fun song. Goodbye, dear. Goodbye, dear. I feel the monkey in your soul. Like, I think that's just cool. The whole like vibe of it is like awesome. Trolley puzzle, pull the lever and you save 5 people with depression, but the trolley runs over 5 billionaires. Yeah, I'll pull the lever. I won't elaborate further. Yeah, Monkey in Your Soul is going to be an A tier. Monkey in Your Soul is going to be an A tier, and yeah, that'll do pretzel logic. Chicken Eater, you got to listen to some Steely Dan, man. You got to listen to some Steely Dan. I know it's not your type of music at all. I don't know if you would like get the music, but it's just really good music. Steely Dan is really good music. So that's Pretzel Logic. That's the album Pretzel Logic, their third album. It's where they start to really shine, I'll say. That's where Steely Dan really starts to show their true colors. We're moving on to DLEs, their fourth album with ABC. Produced by Gary Katz. DLEs. First song off DLEs, Black Friday. Fitting, we just came out of Black Friday. If you were watching the football games on Black Friday, I was. And I was watching the Eagles lose. I was watching the Eagles throw the game. I was watching a culmination of just some mistakes. What's happening to the Eagles, man? Legitimately, like what is happening? But anyway, you will have probably heard this track on that football game, depending on what channel you're watching it on. They'll use it as like an interstitial. When Black Friday comes, you know it's got to be. I don't know the words. Black Friday is gonna be an S tier song. It's just like one of their greatest songs. When Black Friday comes, it's just so well produced too. Like it's just the chords are great, and this is where they start. I like DLEs is really where they turn into the modern Steely Dan, right? So at least that's what I think. Black Friday is so good. It's a really, really good song. Bad Sneakers is also gonna be an S tier. Bad sneakers in a peanut colada, my friend. It's just like it's such a cool. There's a cool vibe, and not cool as in like it's neat. It's cool as in like it's like there's like a cool smoothness. Trolley puzzle. Pull the lever and you save the creators of Brain Rot Muse, but the trolley runs over the people who created the pop-up ads. I'm not. Oh yeah, I'll pull the lever. Bad Sneakers is just like so. FDO just joined, saw Dirty Work in D, thinking about hopping back out. Allow me to defend this, okay? Dirty Work is a good song, but it is not a good Steely Dan song. And let me explain. Dirty Work is so unlike anything that they've ever made that I can't help but like view it as like outside of the Steely Dan canon. Like as far as I'm concerned, because like Donald Fagen really only sings in harmonies, and it's David Palmer singing the main lyrics. The lyrics in the song are also like written like they haven't really written a song like that in terms of the lyrics with the same amount of like a frankness. There's a certain frankness to it, and I think it's a good vibe song for sure. If it was recorded by anybody but Steely Dan, it would be legendary. I don't like David Palmer's voice. There's just such this soft delivery just does not. It fits the song, but like it's just not Steely Dan to me. You know what I mean? And it's definitely like, yeah, when it starts off, you hear the organ, boom, It's a good song, but it's not my. It's absolutely like one of my least favorite Steely Dan songs, and that's just because I have such a high bar for like what I expect out of Steely Dan, and I come to the Steely Dan not for the classic rock vibes, but for their jazziness, for their groove, for their like their innovation, and Dirty Work is kind of far from that. I would say Dirty Work doesn't really innovate on much, right? It doesn't really do anything kind of special. My Old School, you know, is sort of like for example, My Old School is like, it is kind of hinting at the past, but looking much further than like, oh, this is like a simple like pop tune. We're harkening back to a sound from before, because this is like referring to, like, the lyrics are referring to like, oh, this is like how things when I was a kid, and there's just such a disdain in the lyricism. There's like it's dripping with like, you know, contempt. I don't know. It's like what's up, TBBT? Welcome back in. I don't know. That's kind of just where I stand with Dirty Work. I know that like I once posted on my Instagram story, like maybe last year, a similar tier list. I'm sure things have changed if you were to compare them. I don't even know where that is anymore. But I think I caught a lot of flack for my Dirty Work take. But that's just kind of like, that's the way that I view it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be considerate of like the songs as they relate to Steely Dan, and not just like the songs like on their own merit. And even then, like, even if it was just on its own merit, like compared to all these other songs, like I think all of these songs are better than Dirty Work. You know what I mean? And in terms of like composition, performance, the recording, I don't know. I just feel like I love these all much more. I don't know. That's where I'm at. Right? Hopefully that doesn't convince you to leave, because you probably already did. Whatever. I don't care. We're talking about Kaylee Lied right now. But Bad Sneakers, so good. It's you know, we're piggybacking off of what we're talking about in Dirty Work. It's much more like the Steely Dan of like what we know as Steely Dan, where Bad Sneakers is very much, it's got all the hallmarks of a Steely Dan song, where a classic Steely Dan song, where the lyrics are very much a vignette of like something that's happening in a time, in a particular place. You're sort of in medias res, like this is where you are, and then you're kind of taken out when the climax of the song happens, and then you're kind of taken out of it, right? And Bad Sneakers, like, you're kind of just when I listen to Bad Sneakers, I'm imagining this like cool hip guy who's got, you know, who's looking at like a bunch of like yuppies in New York and kind of lamenting or something, you know, and being like a little critical. There's an air of like, there's a stink of superiority that is like in lyricism that's like very interesting to me, compared to Dirty Work, which is just like I'm the side piece, and that's it. You know, I don't know, it's like, I know I'm being a little bit like facetious there, but Bad Sneakers is just such a good song. Bad sneakers and a pina colada, my friend. Rose Darling is gonna go in B. Rose Darling, my friend. Nah, it's gonna go in A. I really like Rose Darling. Like Michael McDonald on the background vocals is so good. Damn, people hated my take. Whatever. Daddy Don't Live in That New York City No More is gonna be A tier. Daddy Don't Live in That New. It's just such a stank to it. Such a stank. Walking down, like you put that song on, you're like, you walk down the street, you're like, Daddy Don't Live in That New York City No More. And there's that part. There's that part where he's like, "Dad, 'cause your daddy can't come." That's funny to me. That's very funny. I don't think I could rank Steely Dan songs. They would all be at S and A tiers. That's very fair, and that's very true. But if I truly was like, I'm not gonna be critical right now, and I'm just gonna be plain and simple honest about Steely Dan. Literally, I agree with you in that, like, I could listen to any Steely Dan and I would be like, this is awesome. You could put any Steely Dan song on and be like, oh, we're listening to Steely Dan right now? I'm staying till whenever we're done listening to Steely Dan. And when we stop listening to Steely Dan, I'm headed out. See ya. That's like me. That's the base case. But the tier list is like, this is me putting on my most critical hat. This is my most critical kind of hat right now of like, all right, let's go over this with a fine-tooth comb. If I had to absolutely like go in and dissect and really pick out stuff and really like be a critic, that's what this is. This is like my most critical ever, right? This isn't like how I would be on a normal day. If that makes sense. I will still randomly sing your Gen Alpha parody of What a Fool Believes from time to time. It's been so long since I've done that. I don't even remember what I sing in that at this point. You came from somewhere down there. Well, I don't even. I'm trying to remember my lyrics. But speaking of, while we're here and we're talking about Steely Dan, I gotta show y'all something. We're talking about our brain rot parodies, right? My brain rot parodies, I should say. I'm gonna transition here real quick because I gotta show y'all this. Because this is like, this made my day. Any fan of mine might recognize that I'm a big fan of Northern Lion. And what a mewing streak he peeps. The Rizzler has the aura to sing for a day. Yes, dude. Let's I'm gonna show y'all this. As some of y'all might know, I'm a big fan of Northern Lion. He is a huge inspiration on everything I do. He's kind of why I started streaming too. Oh yeah, here, check this out. Yeah, he finds my Steely Dan. He finds my Steely Dan video. Librarian posted about it. I got a comment on there. So watch. He listens to my video.
Here, let me take a peek at this. Oh, well, that's too real, man. No. Yes, man. Yes. Oh shit. It's so fucking good, dude. Damn.
This is awesome to see, by the way.
Because this is just the song, but. Tax type she.
Yes. He's singing along too, like.
Wait, they got me in the video.
Oh yeah, and as a video, I put.
So 1 second, how do you restart an Instagram reel?
I put Northern Lion in the video. I never thought he would see this. And every time at that time when I was doing these, every time I said the word chat, I would put a screenshot.
Just give it a second.
I would put a screenshot of like.
Weeks ago? Yacht Rock? Holy shit. Wait for it. I thought for sure I saw myself in there.
Yeah, and he pauses it right there.
I fucking knew it, man. I fucking knew it. That was a crazy jump scare, bearded me, man. Holy shit.
That's
Maury, you're there.
This is very good to see.
What's he gonna say? Oh shit.
He loves it. He loves it.
It's so fucking good, dude. It's crazy.
It warms my heart to really hear him say that it's really
I
good.
thought it was gonna be the whole song. I honestly thought it was gonna. I was so ready to lock in for like 8 minutes. Oh, it's the YYZ fella. Oh, and that explains why I'm in the video.
Yeah, he's so. To explain why he said that he's the YYZ fella, he on one stream he did like he from memory sang or like beatbox like YYZ from Rush, and I just like played guitar and instruments like over top of what he sang. I didn't like change anything about his vocals. I literally just like played it to him just to show how accurate he was.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's worth the DMCA, man. I was waiting. Dun, 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 dun.
I would do the whole song just for him to sing along to that. But anyway, that made my day this morning when somebody DM'd me and I was like, Ryan played your video on stream. I was like, what? That's awesome. He's like one of my heroes, legitimately. He's one of my streaming heroes. And a lot of like his the way he approaches like life and streaming is just very inspirational to me, as you may be able to tell in the way that I sort of conduct my streams, right? How do I think Don Fagan would react to my work? It's funny because somebody had reached out to me maybe last year, DM'd me, and they said they worked on his team and they showed it to him. So no doubt, I feel like no doubt he has at least seen one of them. And I think Don Fagan is sort of the sort of guy who's like, who the important stuff he takes seriously, but the fun stuff, he is just like, he knows how to play along with the joke. He knows how to joke. He has a very fun and funny, or not fun. He's very not fun, but he has a very like he's funny in that way where it's like he has a cold demeanor. And he's like snarky. Like he has a very snarky attitude, and I think that he would look at these videos and be like, I made it, or like that's funny. You know what I mean? Like that. This is exactly like the reason that art exists. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have yet to hear back on like what he truly thinks of like what I do, but just the thought that he might have seen one of my videos is like an honor to me, and because Don Fagan is like one of my musical heroes for sure. And right now he's like my number one guy. Do the whole song for him, dedicated to him, maybe one day. On stream he talks about like so for context, he has I think she's a 5-year-old daughter, and she loves like Minecraft parodies, and he was talking on stream about, because he had just listened to Gaucho a couple weeks ago. He had just listened to Gaucho, and he was talking to him on stream about like how someone should make a Time Out of Mind like Minecraft parody, and that was like kind of what I was working on. So I think I might do something like that, a little Time Out of Mind for him, because he right now he's loving Gaucho. But yeah, that's like so awesome. I gotta look at the librarian post, because I'd like to comment on it if he Laterno. Yes. Yes, dude. I'm gonna comment, yes, dude, I am so happy right now. You all made my day. Thank you. Let's go. I hope Librarian pins my comment. One day I'll see. I'll do that. I hope he sees my other videos because I'm sure like he would love them. Anyway, we're going back to the freaking tier list. I'm not done yet. Whenever I finish this, I might end stream after that because I gotta pick my mom up from work. But yeah, I got it's awesome. Like I love that. Dr. Wu is S tier. It's a great song. Well, this is not fair because Katie Lied is one of my favorite Steely Dan albums, so I like a lot of these songs. Everyone's Gone to the Movie is going to be A. Dr. Wu is an S because it's just the melody's so good. Are you with me, Dr. Wu? Are you really just a shadow of the man that I once knew? Are you crazy? Are you high? Or just an ordinary guy? It's just like the way everything flows is so smooth. Like it's really well written. It's really well made and it sounds great. Your Gold Teeth is going to be number 2. Oh, I forgot to defend my A. Everyone's Gone to the Movies. Everyone's Gone to the Movies is really good. It is a cool. It's got a great vibe. But it kind of gets a little. It's not true. It kind of drags a little bit, but it's good. It's not like perfect. It's not an amazing. It's awesome. Every Steely Dan song is amazing. But I'm being critical Keenan, as Buddy put it. Chain Lightning is gonna be B. It's like it's cool. It's a cool bluesy thing, but it's not one of their best like bluesy songs. You know, Chain Lightning. Na-na. It's not as good as like Pretzel Logic. It's definitely not as good as Black Friday. Those are what I think are their bluesy ones, but it's good. It's good. I could kind of like. It's a forgettable one for me as well. Any World That I'm Welcome To is going to be an S tier. Any world that I'm welcome to. No, it's gonna be A tier. No, it's gonna be S tier. I can't decide. I literally can't decide. Any World That I'm Welcome To is really good, but it's not one of my. It's not the best of the S, but it's good. It's really good. And Michael McDonald saying background vocals on that. Any world that I'm welcome to, and then like Donald Fagen goes, any world will do. So good. Throwback Little Ones is I can take it or leave it. And gently, I'll put it in C. Actually, this is gonna be my harshest take. I don't really like Throwback the Little Ones because I don't really. I think the song is like a fishing metaphor. The instrumental is a little too weird for me, and weird as in like it kind of meanders a little bit. You know, the ending with like the bassoon is interesting, but it's like it feels a little cobbled together. You know, it doesn't feel that cohesive of a song, so it goes and see. Kid Charlemagne. All right, well, before I move on, that was Katie Lied. Katie Lied is like one of my favorite Steely Dan albums. It's really, really good. Jeff Porcaro plays on almost all of it, and he's probably my favorite drummer. So, and David Page, literally a bunch of Toto guys on it. David Page is on keys. I'm trying to remember if like. What other Toto guys on it, but I can't remember right now. Anyway, that's Katie Lied. Moving on to Royal Scam. Royal Scam is my personal favorite Steely Dan album. This is my personal number 1. This is my personal favorite. I think every song on there is so good. And if I had to pick one Steely Dan album that I could have, and I couldn't have anything else, it would be Royal Scam. So, first track of Royal Scam, Kid Charlemagne, S tier, of course, obviously. Kid Charlemagne is obviously going to be S tier. One of the greatest guitar solos of all time, actually. In any of all history, one of the greatest guitar solos. Larry Carlton on Kid Charlemagne. It's a great song. The story is really compelling. The lyricism are just like, it's unbelievable. And it really takes you for a trip. And the ending is such a good payoff. That boom, that little melody thing at the end, such a good payoff. It's great. Good pick for number one album. Mine is either Royal Scam or Gaucho. Those are two really good ones to have as your number one. Two really good ones. And that's the thing. Like, I really do love like the stretch from Royal Scam, Asia, Gaucho. Like, that's one of my favorite run of albums like ever. Right? I think it's a trilogy in the way that I see it. It's like a trilogy. So it's a really hard one. But yeah, Kid Charlemagne, S tier. I mean, there's so many good songs on this one. This next one might be a surprise. Caves of Altamira is also going to go in S tier because it is my favorite Steely Dan song. It is my number one Steely Dan song, actually. I love the Caves of Altamira literally more than any other Steely Dan song ever. And that's mainly because it has everything I really like about Steely Dan. It's very jazzy. It is funky. It's groovy. Like, I mean, Bernard Purdie is like killing it on the kit. He's like playing the groove down. Horns are killing on that. The solo is great. The changes are fantastic. The changes are like number one. Caves of Altamira is my favorite song for those reasons, but also the subject matter of the song and like the lyrics and what the lyrics talk about and the way that they talk about it. The Caves of Altamira is basically an ode to creativity. It's an ode to humans' innate like desire to make art and make things that inevitably outlast them, right? And not only that, they're making these things purely because there's a human drive to do so, and not, as the song says, before there was any Hollywood, they heard the call. That to me, that basically means before there was like a promise of fame, fortune, stardom, people still made art. People still did all these things. People still created simply because there was a part of the human experience that was like, there was that push in them to be like, we'll have to make something. And the fact that it's about like this work of art that, the Caves of Altamira is, of course, like all the hands on the wall, and then like they draw the animals, right, on the cave paintings. These things outlasted the people who created this art by millennia, and we would never ever know who made these, and yet it's still here. It's still a work of art that is preserved, surprisingly. You know what I mean? And to me, that's just very beautiful. It's very profound, and it speaks to the very like reason why I do the music that I do. You know, why I make the music that I make. Why I even got into music. Why I still continue to do music. Why I still like love creating and like making in whatever capacity. Like right now I'm streaming. Right now I'm making a tier list. But like this is all part of like my desire to just make stuff. I love making stuff and pushing it onto the world. And it's always been something that I love doing and I want to keep doing, you know. And the Caves of Altamira is really my anthem. It's my anthem for that, right? Before the fall, when they wrote it on the wall, and there wasn't even any Hollywood, they heard the call. For you and me, we understood. Like I don't know. That's biblical. I don't know. Caves of Altamira, S tier, and it's my number one. Don't Take Me Alive, also S tier. This album has so many S tiers. The ties that Kid Charlemagne has with Bryan Cranston seems too good to be coincidence. Is like I've never seen like Breaking Bad, but I do really like Bryan Cranston's work, of course. I'd have to explain that one for me a little bit more. I'm curious to see it because I've heard of this, but at what point in your life did I discover music as my passion? I think when I was a kid, I didn't come from a musical household in the sense that my parents or family played music. Nobody in my family played music, but my parents were music fans. So I heard music all the time. I think by the time I picked up a guitar for the first time, because my dad played a little guitar. Well, my dad put a guitar in my hands because he thought I needed something stimulating to, like, you know, spend my time with that wasn't video games, but also like he kind of saw that I had an interest in like making records. Like even when I was a kid, like I would make like album covers for music that didn't exist, but like I was like daydreaming about like how I'd become be like a famous band or whatever. I think by the time like I got good enough at the guitar to like play music and play songs, I think I saw that like, oh shoot, I kind of picked this up pretty quickly. This seems almost like second nature to me. Let's see how far we can go. And then I kind of went down this rabbit hole of like studying music like on my own, learning, you know, music. That's when I fall in love with like the progressive stuff, the metal stuff, right? And the shreddy stuff like Steve Vai, John Petrucci, Joe Satriani. Like I was a big shred guy. And then high school comes along. I'd been studying with jazz guitar teacher, and that got me into like music theory and how to approach jazz, how to even listen to jazz, like what is jazz about. And then by that point I was like, okay, I think this is what I want to do from now on, because like all of this just makes sense to me. This is just how I see the world. I love music and I love everything I do. And I think by that time I realized like that, oh, this is really what my passion is, right? Music is my passion. Someone make a music is my passion with like a cartoon MS Paint drawing of me playing the guitar and like word art that says music is my passion. Anyway, Don't Take Me Alive is going to be an S tier because it has the same thing as like a Kid Charlemagne story where in that Steely, you remember that thing I was talking about, that Steely Dan kind of like in medias res storytelling where you're just kind of dropped into a situation and taken out. Don't Take Me Alive is just perfect for that. And like Larry Carlton just ripping again. It's so good. S tier. Specifically, Hal from Malcolm in the Middle had a little radio station where his air name was Kid Charlemagne. I did see that clip. And the obvious Breaking Bad drug chef connection. Yeah. I mean that drug the Heisenberg thing, like it was pretty clear. But I completely forgot about that clip from Malcolm in the Middle where his radio name was Kid Charlemagne. That's awesome. That's really cool, actually. I wonder if he really likes Steely Dan. I don't know. I think Sign and Strangers is gonna be an A. Sign and Strangers is going to be an A and not an S because it's really good, but it's not like one of my favorites off of Royal Scam, but it's far from a skip. I'll tell you that much. It's far from a skip. I will take a yo-yo for a ride. I do have a dark spot on my ear, or whatever he says in the song. I have heard about the boom on Mizar 5, and I've heard that's where people shout to stay alive. Sign In Stranger is an A tier. It's really, really good. It's not my favorite, but it's really good. The Fez is going to be an S tier. It's a very simple song. Now, some might say Fez has too little lyrics in terms of the lyric department. I know I got in the case of like other songs for their lyrics, but I think the Fez says a lot without saying too much. Because there's just enough imagery in like I'm never gonna do it without the fez on, because it invites such a. It invites so much like what is he talking about? That's what I am. Please understand, I want to be your holy man. And there's an imagery there that's like, what do you mean you're a holy man? So, I mean, obviously, we can deduce that the song is probably about having this person only wanting to have sexual intercourse with protection, right? That's it. Have I ever received fan art? Does it count as fan art if it's from a friend who I know personally and has been in my videos, who is an artist drawing me when I don't ask him to? Is that fan art? If in that case, yes. The fez is just S tier, and the groove is just immaculate. Oh, the melody, it tugs at my heart so much, and the groove is just it's so good. Green Earrings is also going to be an A. Green Earrings kind of drags a little bit for me, but again, it's far from a skip. Very much not a skip. And I will sit through all of Green Earrings. I remember the rings of rare design. I remember the look in your eyes. I don't mind. So yeah, it's really good. It's not one of my favorites, but it's really good. Green Earrings. All right, moving on. Haitian Divorce is gonna be an S tier. It's really, really good. Haitian Divorce is really, really good. Babs and Queen Willie were in love, they said. So in love that the preacher's face turned red. But soon, everybody knew the thing was dead. He shouts, he bites, and they wrangle through the night. Yeah. She go crazy, got to get a getaway. Papa say, oh, no hesitation, no tears and no hearts breaking, no remorse. It's just like, it's again like that in medias res thing of like, you're dropped into a scenario, climax happens, you're taken right out. It's so good. The instrument, this is like their most reggae song. This is their most reggae album, and reggae rhythm, where like there's an emphasis, and this is just more from Bernard Purdie's playing, but there's an emphasis on like 2 and 4 a lot. Kid Charlemagne has like a quasi reggae beat where he does the kick on 2 and 4 a lot, which is a very reggae drum thing, right? This is their most reggae album, and I do like reggae a lot. Haitian Divorce is super reggae. Yeah, the Purdy shuffs, and he shuffs without a doubt. Yeah, Haitian Divorce. The talk box, I gotta mention the talk box. I mean, the talk box in that song is legendary. I love that song. Makes me want to get the talk box and do that. It's just, the vibe of that is so good. The lyricism is so vivid. Like I think this is when I first listened to the Royal Scam, like way back when I was like digging into the catalog. Haitian Divorce instantly stuck out to me as like, oh, this is what Steely Dan's about. This is some good stuff. Yeah, Haitian Divorce, also one of my favorites. It's my second favorite off of this album. Everything You Did by Steely Dan on the Royal Scam album. It's gonna be an A. I don't know why I put it as S by accident. It's gonna be an A tier. No, that's not true. It's gonna be an S tier. Yeah. Turn up the Eagles, the neighbors are listening. Yeah. Okay. Everything you did is gonna be an S tier. Who's the guy who plays drums on this? Hal something. It's Hal something. Everything you did is just such a good, like, it's a much better like relationship turmoil song than anything that they've ever done, just because like it's so vivid, you know, like they're telling the story and there's clearly like a lover's quarrel, or no, not a lover's quarrel, but there's like a not necessarily lover's quarrel, but it's like a quarrel. I don't know if it's lovers, I don't know, I'm tripping. Anyway, everything you did is just like really, really good. Royal Scam is also an S tier. Royal Scam is an S tier because, again, I think Royal Scam has, I think, the best lyrics in any of their Steely Dan albums. I think Royal Scam has the best lyricism, just because of that technique of like them dropping you in a scenario and then taking you right out, like at the very end. This album does it in strides, right? And Royal Scam is, you know, such a beautiful description and telling the story of like how Puerto Rican immigrants came from Puerto Rico, moved into New York, for the promise of a better life, only to face like such strife. And he tells it in such a beautiful way that is like so. It breaks your heart when you hear it. It breaks your heart when you hear it because he conveys this sense of like the American dream is such this promise, and yet when you get there, you realize there was a scam. It was the royal scam. It's such a big scam that it's of royal proportions, and it's and you know the way that like they kind of go through it, the song, like he tells the story. The instrumental just kind of follows along in such a really fitting way to like what he's saying. Like there's like that trumpet, a muted trumpet that kind of like it's playing kind of real jazzy, and sassy. It has this kind of dangerous kind of vibe to it. The song sounds dangerous, right? Then when they get to the chorus, because the whole song, like up for the most part, outside of the choruses, is just this driving rhythm, the boom, boom, boom. It's very stable and very like in your face. And then the chorus comes in, and you know the chorus and the refrains, right? Or whenever there's a verse, it goes, and they wandered in from the city of St. John, and then there's a groove without a boom. And they go back to that little marching thing, and it's just like, wow, you know, there's so much storytelling in that song. See the glory of the royal boom scam, the boom. It's just like such a fantastic climax to this album, and that's why Royal Scam is my favorite, because I just think there's so much good stuff on it. It's the most jam-packed with like quality material, no filler. Everything is just like vivid storytelling. Everything is produced so pristinely. It's just it's one of the perfect albums in my opinion. It's a perfect album. So good. It's so good. And that's the Royal Scam. That's the Royal Scam. Both the song and the album. Now we're moving on to 1977's Asia. If you're watching this and you don't know nothing about Steely Dan, I would say Asia's the one to start with. Asia's the one that a lot of people start with. It tells you everything you need to know about like what Steely Dan is really all about, and that's, you know, that shows in just like the track quality here. Like Black Cow, obviously S tier. Like instant groove, and it sets the tone for the whole record, that it's like, oh, this is a little different. We're kind of moving away from the rock thing now. Like Royal Scam still had like some of the rock touches to it. Asia kind of like loses a lot of it. We're kind of, and Black House sets it up perfectly because it's like super groove oriented. Like it's not like we're kind of out of the rock world now, right? Black Cow just really sets it up. Again, the lyrics are just great. Sets it up. You're in a bar at the beginning, and you know, there's like a confrontation at the bar. Great solo on the saxophone, and it's just iconic. You put Asia on the turntable. You put the needle down right at the beginning. You turn the volume up. It goes ding 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 ding, and the little guitar line goes up, and you're just like, whoa, okay, and you instantly start moving. Like it's just great. Just a classic. Asia's also gonna be in S tier. This is their epic. This is their magnum opus, and I think it deserves the title S tier because it's just literally, it tickles my prog brain in the right way, because the way that it kind of go, it's structured very much like a progressive metal song, like a progressive rock song, where you have the head, so to speak, the main tune, your instrumental journey, and then a return to the main tune at the very end. It's very progressive in that way, but it not only is it very progressive, it's also very jazzy. It's very jazzy, and that jazz influence is just so clear on here. Like chords so rich, and it really takes you on a journey. Asia is a journey, in the way that I see it. Asia is a journey, and I think it's a really good one. It's a really good one to go on. And it just has great melodies. It has great melodies, great chords. And you know, the way that the lyrics are written, it's a very much like he's painting a picture. Very much painting a picture. Chinese music under banjo, Chinese music under banyan trees. And let me tell you, angular banjos, Taxavator, you're right. Angular banjos sound really good to me. Asia, as we were talking about with the we were just watching the NL clip, right? It's one of my favorites. Absolutely. One of the best Steely Dan songs. Absolutely. Asia's up there. Asia's S tier. Wayne Shorter on the saxophone too. I mean, like that's as jazz as it gets. Deacon Blues. You know where this goes. You know where Deacon Blues is going to be. S tier. It's another story of a sordid soul. You know, another story of a man down on his luck and looking to make his luck with the life he chooses. It's the only life he's got, so he's gonna make it big time. Yeah, it's really good. Chords are peak. Chords are peak. And it's another adventure that it takes you on. This is so smooth. It is. Steely Dan is not a yacht rock band, but some of their stuff is yacht rock. And Deacon Blues is a really, really yacht rock song. It is very much a yacht rock song. My Old School is not yacht rock. Ricky Don't Lose That Number is not yacht rock. Bodhisattva is not yacht rock. But Deacon Blues, that's yacht rock. That's yacht rock right there. Deacon Blues is very, very good. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about Deacon Blues. It's just the story of a guy who is done with his life and just decides, you know what, I'm gonna pick up the saxophone and I'm just gonna leave everything I have, since everything's already gone to crap. I'm just gonna play what I feel, and that's very admirable. And it's just a great story. The music conveys this balance of like, it's depressing but also like hopeful at the same time. This guy's a loser, but he's trying to make the most of his like loserdom, which is like basically every Steely Dan song lyric, right? Peg. You'll never guess where Peg goes. S tier also. Peg is a hit, but it's a good one. The Jay Graydon solo is iconic, hard to play, and like it just like he comes in like he demands attention. It's the groove is immaculate. And listen, and I gotta tell you, like Peg almost didn't sound this way. If you listen to all the other outtakes of Peg with the different drummers, like where they scored big time when Rick Marotta got behind the kit. I'll tell you that much. Peg is gonna be S tier. Yeah. Yeah, matches the potentially low mood of the listener and lifts them to give them hope. Yes, absolutely. The round peg that grows red in the S tier. Yes. Round peg goes in S hole. In the S hole. My S hole. Round peg, it go my S hole. Cool, that's Peg. Home at Last. Home at Last. Some people don't like Home at Last. I know NL has spoken about this on Home at Last. Northern he doesn't like it as much. He doesn't like Home at Last or I Got the News as much, which I get. But I do really like Home at Last because of the pretty. First of all, Home at Last is one of my favorites because of the pretty shuffle, right? It starts with the groove of the song of being the halftime like shuffle. Not a lot of songs like that. Not a lot of songs like that, even in general, even till now. There's not a lot of songs that have the pretty shuffle. That song is really, to me, when I think of like what Steely Dan song has the pretty shuffle, it's this one. It's Home at Last. We'll get to it later. The other song that has the pretty shuffle, but this is the one I think of, not the other one. Home at Last. It's about Homer's Odyssey, right? Really good. The piano comes in, goes do-dum. That's such a great intro to such a good song, right? And the chords just like it's so warm, so enveloping. The music just envelops you in Home at Last. Yeah, I could drag the whole album into S and call it a day. I could, but I'm not going to do that because guess what? Watch this. Next song, I Got the News. It's going to be an A tier. This is going to also catch some flack because I think this album is really good. And I think I Got the News is really good. But I think I Got the News is the weakest song on Asia. That being said, it's really, really good because it has the same like vibe as like Green Earrings, right? It's the same kind of like a groove as Green Earrings, which is why they're both in A. But I Got the News melody just doesn't really stick with me. I mean, it does. I know it very well. Like it's obviously a great song. I'm not feeling like a lot of that section until it gets to the bridge section where it goes and Michael McDonald comes in. Broadway Duchess, darling, if you only knew. That part is so good. Half as much as everybody thinks you do, right? And it goes on to Donald. Yes, dear. How did you know? Can you see the love grow? Yeah, that part is my favorite part of the whole song. It's so good. And then the other part is Pennies kissing in them glisten. Right? It's really good. I Got the News, but in Asia it's not like it's the weakest track on Asia. IMO. That's where I stand. Josie, they left the scrapple. You'll never say no. It's gonna be an S tier. It's S tier. Josie. No, 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 no. It's like, come on. Such a great closer to this album. I love her. Love her. Recently, I rescued a stray cat, a very friendly tortie. Her name was Bean, Josie, and Pixeline. I went with Josie. That's a good one. Good one. Josie's a good one to have picked. Pixeline is cool, but like, I don't think it has the same kind of staying power, you know, as Josie, right? Very nice. You're gonna keep her? I really like yeah, I really like Josie. Josie's just such a. I always remember this. In my freshman year of college, or I guess the first year. I wouldn't call it freshman year because I only did 3 years, so I'll call it first year. First year of college, I had to take a music tech class, but because I forgot to test out of it, because I could have easily passed it. So I was like, all right, this is a whatever class. One of my assignments was you had to make a track on GarageBand. So I just remade Josie. I remade Josie instrumentally on GarageBand. I think I have the session still somewhere, but yeah, that was my assignment. Let me see if I still have it. I'm just curious if I do. It's on some hard drive of mine. I don't know. It's not on my computer right now. Anyways, okay, that was Asia. Asia is done. Okay, so these two, Dallas and Sail the Waterway. I think these were released on Steely Dan. It was like a compilation album that came out between Asia and Gaucho, but I forget the name of it. But these were originally released as singles. Dallas was the A side, Sail the Waterway was the B side of those Dallas single, and this is their first single before Can't Buy a Thrill. Unfortunately, I have not really listened to these songs much. I heard Dallas once. I was like, it's all right. I would put it like down there, but it wouldn't be fair just because I hadn't heard it in a while. Sail the Waterway, I don't think I've really heard more than like once. So we're not gonna do those two, but we are gonna do FM. Gonna go in S. FM is gonna go in S. Because FM is basically an Asia bonus track, really. No static at all. But they have strings in it instead of horns. FM is going to be an S tier. It's really good. Give us a only united, treat you nice. Dallas is good, but like Dirty Work, it doesn't really feel like the Dan. That's the thing. It's like that's what I was saying. From what I remember of how Dallas sounds, I don't really know the melody at all. I would have put it down here because like it just is not what Steely Dan sounds like. All right. And also like it never made it to a record just because they didn't like it. So it's like, all right, I guess if they don't like it, probably not that great. I mean, it's probably fine. Don't get me wrong. I just have to re-listen to it like at some time, but not right now because we're live. So that's FM. FM's gonna be an S tier, of course. Gaucho is really close to being one of my favorites as well, but I think I like Asia more than Gaucho. I think. That being said, it's not by that much of a different margin. Like to be quite fair, Babylon Sisters, and Gaucho. Start of Gaucho, the opening track to Gaucho. This is the other one that has the Purdy Shuffle. I don't really think of this one as much when it comes to the Purdy Shuffle. I think Homo Last has more of like the quote unquote pure Purdy Shuffle just because like it's more up tempo, but it is still really, really good. So Babylon Sisters is gonna be S tier. You got to shake it, baby. You got to shake it, baby. You got to shake it. Come on, you know you can't beat that. Drive west on Sunset to the sea. Turn that jungle music down, just until we're out of town. I'm singing it like in the live key that Don Fagan sings it now. Drive west on sun. That's the real key. Turn that jungle music down. This is no one night stand. It's a real occasion. Turn your eyes and you'll be there. It's everything they say. The end of a perfect day. Distant lights from across the bay. Babylon sisters, shake it. Ah. Doom. So good. I don't want to be too mean to Hey 19. I kind of don't really. No. Hey 19 deserves to be an S. I was gonna be cheeky and put Hey 19 an A, but I really like Hey 19. Hey 19, that's Aretha Franklin. She don't remember the Queen of Soul. Yes. Hard times befalling the soul survivors. Yes. She thinks I'm crazy, but I'm just growing old. Hey 19. Yes, dude. Yes. S tier. I mean, do I really have to say it? The Cuervo Gold. The fine Colombian. Make tonight a wonderful thing. And then he does this. Say it again. Oh. Never mind. I wasn't going to put it in A. It's got to be an S, dude. It's such a good vibe. I love it. S tier. A19, he goes in S tier. Yes. Glamour Profession, also an S tier. Glamour Profession is another one of those in medias res. Like you drop you in a scenario and then it takes you out kind of things. And I love that. It's such iconic lyrics. Special delivery for Hoops McCain. And the arrangement on everything, just the chords being the way they are. It's like the chords are so weird, but they makes it work because of the groove. Right? I was talking about this actually on stream yesterday. The Makoto Matsushita on his album First Light is very inspired by Glamour Profession. There's a song called Lazy Night, where he actually name drops Steely Dan in that too as well. Clearly an homage. But Glamour Profession is just like, it's such a, it has like a killing guitar solo at the end from Steve Kahn is like, oh yes, the it's really S tier. Gaucho, the title track, is also gonna be an S tier. Oh, usually the groove is just so freaking good. You know what? Actually, I take back what I said about Asia. I do think Gaucho is better than Asia. I'm just gonna say it right now. I do think Gaucho is better than Asia because every song is a banger. Yeah, every song is a banger on Gaucho. Actually, I've just changed my mind live on stream. You've just witnessed a paradigm shift. Asia is my number 3. Asia is my number 3. That's crazy. Gaucho, so good. I forgive Don for ripping off Keith Jarrett, but honestly, if you listen to the two songs side by side, like, there's like, clearly he's inspired, but I would never go so far as to say you stole the composition, because he didn't. He didn't take any melodies, but he was very inspired. I would not call it plagiarism though. I don't think I would call it plagiarism. I would say very strong inspiration. You know what I mean? It's as much of a plagiarism as Impressions, the tune Impressions, is to So What? Because clearly, like, they share the same like kind of chord movement, but the melody's different. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just when I say, boy, we can't miss. You are golden, then you do this. Yes, dude. Yes. You say this guy is so cool, snapping his fingers like a fool. Yeah. It just like it touches the heart, and the piano work is just like da, da, da. And then the chorus goes, who is the gaucho amigo? Why is he standing in a spangled leather poncho? And then, again, it's another one of those stories where they just drop you in. It's this he's a guy talking to another guy about his friend who may or may not be Hispanic, right? Because he calls him his friend from Rio, right? Who may be homosexual? I don't know. I think that's the insinuation. High in the custard dome. Yes. Gaucho's S tier. It's one of the greatest songs of all time. Not only is it one of the greatest songs of Steely Dan, it's one of the greatest songs of all time. So good. Time Out of Mind. Time Out of Mind. I mean, we were just talking about Time Out of Mind, right? Time Out of Mind is S tier as well. Just another like banger of a groove, like, and instantly Mark Knopfler comes in. He goes, oh, and you instantly start moving. And he says, I am holding the mystical sphere. It's not red from Lhasa, where people are rolling in the snow. Far from the world we know. Oh, such great imagery in the lyricism. So good. So freaking good. Time Out of Mind is just and my favorite part of Time Out of Mind in the whole song is the middle piano section that goes like that little section, and then the little guitar melody comes and goes. Such great composition. It's and the chords and the melody. It's just like, oh my gosh, like literally one of the greatest. I'm no fan of it, but did you know the largest crossover event happened in any media just happened last Saturday? Are you talking about Fortnite and Simpsons collaboration? Is that what you're talking about? My Rival is also going to be an S tier. My Rival. I struck a match against the door of Anthony's Bar and Grill. Like, come on. Like, what? You know? Clearly, Time Out of Mind is about D&D and not heroin. You might be onto something there. But My Rival, show me my rival. Oh my gosh. Like, such great composition. And the organ comes in. Right? And then they all hit that like, and it's like this kind of vibe when you listen to My Rival. It was related to Fortnite. What was it? Who else was in Fortnite besides the Simpsons? K-pop Demon Hunters. I know they're in Fortnite too. My Rival is so good. Everyone is in Fortnite. You're right. Everyone is in Fortnite. Third World Man. S tier. Third World Man. I know that this song was not supposed to make it to Gaucho, and they cut it. They put it on there because of second arrangement was erased. That's the big story. But I still think that Third World Man is a really good song. I saw the fireworks. I believed that I was dreaming till the neighbors came out screaming. He's a third world man. It's such a great tune about like, I think it's about Vietnam. I want to say it seems like it's about Vietnam, but it's really good. Third World Man. Solo is like. Oh, so good. And you wouldn't even think that it wasn't originally made for the album. It was supposed to go on Royal Scam, from what I remember. Yeah. Were You Blind That Day was the original title, and it was originally supposed to go on Royal Scam. But I don't think it really fits Royal Scam at all. I think it very much fits the Gaucho thing, personally. Well, that's not true. It does kind of sound like Royal Scam, but because of the way that they kind of like recorded it, it belongs with everything. That's a great way to end the album. So Third World Man, S tier, one of their greatest ballads. They don't really do a lot of ballads, but that one is good. We're coming up on the end here. It was Godzilla, Superman, Miku, a bunch of celebrities. Oh wait, so it wasn't just The Simpsons. Oh, and K-pop Demon Hunters. It was like they just added a bunch of people. I didn't know about that. I don't play Fortnite. I'm not a Fortnite guy whatsoever. On Gaming Fridays, you would not catch me playing Fortnite. I'll tell you that much. We're gonna go through these quick. Century's End. I don't really remember how it goes, but I think it's like a C. True Companion is also like a C-ish. I don't really know how here at the Western World it goes. It's not one of my favorites in general anyway. I'm not gonna rate the ones that I'm not too familiar. Cousin Dupree, I actually like don't. This is I hope that this does not reflect too poorly on my character, but I really like Cousin Dupree, and it goes here. Oh honey, how you've grown like a rose. Well, we used to play when we were 3. How about a kiss from your cousin Dupree? How about a kiss from your cousin Dupree? Yeah, I like that one. Gaslighting Abby is okay, but here's what I'll say about 2000 Steely Dan. To me, this is what 2000 Steely Dan sounds like. And all their songs kind of sound like that from that have that groove. It's a little too swingy for me. I could get into it. More. I just need to listen to it more. But they all reek of 90s. They all reek of like 90s smooth jazz production and grooves. Which is fine, but because that was what their sound was. But it's very much like you can tell the first of all the players that they had on that record, and second of all like their writing sensibilities really changed throughout the 90s, right? Like a lot of that stuff sounds like it could have been cut right off Kamakiriad, right? And it has that sort of like Kamakiriad kind of like groove to it, right? I also actually like Gaslighting Abby. That's actually, you know what? Just to be nice, I'll put Gaslighting Abby up here. I don't think that any of the 2000s Steely Dan stuff ever gets past A, personally. That's just like where I stand. Actually, things I missed I don't really I'm trying to remember like, what a lot of these sound like, and for whatever reason I can't remember what Almost Gothic sounds like. I have to re-listen to these two records. The Last Mall I do really like. Let's go to do your shopping at the last mall. I'll put that like here. No, I'll put it in B because I do like it. These are the things I miss the most. I like that one. Godwhacker's on the case. I don't really like Godwhacker. I think that's like that's a C. Okay, it's not one of my favorites. Pixeline is gonna be up here, and that's all I can remember from the 2000s Steely Dan personally. The guitar solo in Gaslighting Abby is almost like a Beatles guitar solo. Well, Steely Dan if I had Beatles solo. I gotta re-listen to Two Against Nature and Everything Must Go. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? On my way to pick my mom up, I'm gonna listen to those records like right now. Because I did really like them when I first listened to it. But obviously, like, I am very much like a, classic period Steely Dan, shall we say, is really, real Steely Dan. Not to say that these were not made by Steely Dan, but it's just like a different Steely Dan. Much in the same way that like 73 and before Steely Dan is a different Steely Dan than like 74 up to like 80. Past 80, from like by the even up to when they did Alive in America, up until like Everything Must Go, that's a different Steely Dan at that point. You know what I mean? In terms of like the sound, the way they're approaching their music, the way they're rearranging their music, the way they're playing, it just has. You can tell that they've kind of moved away from the sort of like LA studio scene sound, and they've moved into, okay, here are the jazz session guys, right? Like guys like Simon Phillips, or who have like a much harder kind of sound, much tighter, but like at the same time, like not really, is a different kind of groove. It doesn't really have that 70s groove anymore, right? Like Simon Phillips, obviously, Keith Carlock, right, is their current guy, but he doesn't play. He's not on the records, right? But they kind of moved towards that kind of the smooth jazz pop, like more contemporary jazz like stuff, which is cool because I like jazz, but it's a different sound. Anyway, that's a bit of a rant. I think that will do it for my Steely Dan tier list. I think this is all I can barely judge Steely Dan on at the moment. Yeah, and I think that I'll call it there. I'll call it there for a stream. That was fun. That was fun to talk about Steely Dan. Yeah. I'm gonna save this and I'll probably post this on like the community tab or something. W stream, thank you, good sir. That was a lot of fun. I love talking about Steely Dan. Steely Dan is like my number one. I love Steely Dan. They're everything to me. I would love to see them live, like at some point before Don kicks the bucket, but we'll see. We'll see if he decides to ever like take it back on the tour. I missed the last tour. I just couldn't afford the tickets at the time. And they were playing in Philly on that Northeast Corridor tour. I just missed it. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. We're gonna be. You can catch me playing some games on Friday. I'll be playing like Katamari or something. I'll put up the waiting room for it actually now. We'll catch you then. We're down to hang. And I'm open to game recommendations as well. I'm only playing Katamari because like I'm kind of working my way through that, but I don't know what else to play really. I really like Battlefield, of course, but like I don't really know if I could stream that. RPGs, I would love to play RPGs. I hear Expedition 33 is like phenomenal, but I don't know if that's gonna be like my kind of game. We'll see. I'll check it out. If maybe interesting to stream it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day and the time that I have left until I see you next. Yeah. Bye-bye. I'll catch y'all on Friday if you're gonna stick around for streams. If you're not gonna be around on Friday for a game or you don't want to watch gaming, I will be around on Monday to make some music. We'll be working on either like client work that I have or potentially another like Brain Rot cover. Brain Rot is coming back. I'm doing Kings next, by the way, for Steely Dan. I'm doing Kings. That's already written. I just gotta record it. Yeah. So we'll see you guys.